What up guys, your boy Darkfire Productions here, back with a brand new action figure review. And today we're going to be having a review at the Marvel Legends Ghost Rider 2023-2022. It was just released back in October, back in November of last year. And I think it was to commemorate the 50 years of Ghost Rider, because Ghost Rider officially released in the first comic ever. Like, his first appearance was in August 18th, 1972. So yeah, 50 years since we've seen Ghost Rider, and then we got the Nicolas Cage film in 2007 and the second one in 2012. And yeah, Ghost Rider is an amazing character. He's very powerful. He took out Galactus just by looking into his eyes. Galactus looked into his eyes, actually. I'll play the clip right here.
Hear me, Galactus. Holy smoke!
Am I missing something? Is everybody around here on fire but me?
They call me Ghost Rider. I am summoned when innocent blood is shed. And you have shed much innocent blood. Ghost Rider? I thought he was a myth.
Who called them anyway? And when did this become a superhero convention?
Do you dare face the agony of those you have slain?
Mortal or demon, whichever you be gone. Galactus has no time for games.
This is no game.
No!
Feel the torment of a billion extinguished souls. Experience the pain of eternal guilt. My task is complete. I leave you now, Galactus, in mortal hands.
So yeah, he's very fucking powerful, man. He's actually very tough to beat. But then again, that makes sense because he's like the spirit of the vengeance and everything. I mean, like the Ghost Rider power comes from hell, like from Satan. So that makes sense. So I mean, it makes sense why he's very powerful, because it comes from a god of some sort, an evil god, you know, Satan. So yeah, so this is the Ghost Rider figure right here we see in the box. Very beautiful packaging, I have to admit. I love this fucking head sculpt, the Johnny Blaze head sculpt. Him like kind of like becoming Ghost Rider, like transluciding to become the Ghost Rider. And yeah, I have seen reviews on this figure. Sucks it doesn't come with the bike. It does come with this chain right here. And it does come with 2 extra hands. These are bone hands, and he's got the leather glove hands. So yeah, I think I'm gonna use these 2, honestly. And then he has these 2 fire effects that you see like with every like fire action figure. Like for example, the Human Torch. My Human Torch has this. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of real with you guys. I think this is maybe like a sculpt from the. Possibly like a little bit from the Human Torch hand. I don't know. I'll do a comparison. But yeah, this is Ghost Rider right here. Flame chain, and yeah, I love the package. It's like a retro box. For those '90s kids out there who bought like the Ghost Rider figures back in the '90s from Marvel Legends, you would get it in this box. Now we got it in the 6-inch figure form with Ghost Rider, and this figure is actually an old figure. I mean, obviously it's a new figure, but the body is from an older Ghost Rider from 2015, from like a Build-A-Figure wave. I forgot which one it was, but it's basically just like a repaint, and there's like a little bit of adjustments. And yeah, so now let's check the back of the box. And in the back of the box we see more about the figure itself, the head sculpt changing, the Johnny Blaze translucidating to the Ghost Rider. You got the chain, the 2 different hands, and the fire effects if you guys want that. And alright, now reading on like this, his bio here: wielding supernatural abilities and weapons from wielding supernatural abilities and weapons from the back of his flaming motorcycle, Ghost Rider roams the mortal world as the spirit of vengeance. Fucking badass, man. Honestly, one of my favorite Marvel characters. Once I saw Hasbro announce this back in November, I knew I had to buy this. So yeah, amazing figure right here, and I got some other things here. And yeah, now let's take him out of the packaging and we'll see him in his true form. So here we got Ghost Rider out of the packaging, and he just looks amazing, man, right off the bat. I love the design they went with it. I love the boots. I love all the details. It's literally Ghost Rider. The only thing that doesn't really make very much sense is the chain that he has around his waist. I don't know if you can take that off, and I'm not gonna try to. I'm just gonna leave him like this. But if you want him to be like a little bit more accurate, like without using the chain, I recommend like if you want him using the chain, you would remove this, because usually when Ghost Rider's not using his chain, he wraps it around his torso. So and like as you see here, he's using the chain to like attack and stuff. And as you can see, he has it wrapped around him, so that doesn't really make any sense, because he takes his chain out of his torso to attack somebody. So yeah, that's why it doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, it's still an amazing figure. I love it nonetheless. And yeah, I have him in this pose where he's like, guilty, you know? And yeah, man, just an amazing figure. Going more into detail here, this is his chain. Let's check his accessories first, then we'll go on to the actual figure. So as you can see here, this is his chain, his flaming chain. It can be kind of bendy, even if you keep it like this on his hand. Although I have seen on reviews on YouTube that people do not recommend this hand to hold the chain, because it has a lot less of a grip, and it's a lot more thinner than this one. This one is a lot more, you know, better to grip. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense because he has like bone hands, and like, you know, bones are like not that, you know, good for gripping. So but yeah, it kind of makes sense. If you keep it like up like this, his hand, it actually goes well. But if you kind of like keep it like kind of like bent right here, so look, actually looks pretty cool like that. Actually, never mind, it can go pretty well with this hand sculpt if you guys want to pose it better. Honestly, I'm gonna use this hand. I can't prefer him with the skull hands. I don't know, I'm still deciding if I want to do that or not. But fucking awesome nonetheless, man. I love the figure. I love the chain. I love it's just amazing details. Sucks it didn't come with the bike though, but I have a solution for that, and you guys will see in a second. But yeah, this is the flaming chain he has, and I love this part right here where it's kind of like it's metal and it's like slowly becoming fire, and that's just fucking awesome right there. So yeah, this is his chain, really cool. Can bend a little bit. This one's a little bit more, this part is a little bit more stiff. You can't really bend this part. This one, it has a lot of movement. Maybe if you guys want to change it, you know, like, I don't know, put it in hot water or something, but amazing nonetheless. So keeping his chain here, going on to his hands accessories. So as you can see, it comes with these two bone hands. This is kind of like a more open hand, you know, like, come here, you know, something like that. And this is like a more of a gripping hand, where if you want to have him holding the chain, as you can see, I've seen other reviews, it's a lot like it's not gonna work out, although it can kind of, but it's very like look, this is what happens. So you kind of, that's why it's not very good for holding it. So I'm still deciding if I'm gonna use the leather hands or the bone hands. I'm still deciding on that. And onto the fire effects. These would go like around his wrists, I'm pretty sure. And with these hands, it makes a lot more sense because it's on fire, and these aren't. So yeah, pretty cool. These are like the same effects that comes with the Human Torch. And yeah, and by the way, grabbing my Human Torch here from last year when it released, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, you can kind of tell that they kind of use some, oh my god, okay, can't tell that they use some type of inspiration, a little bit. I think it's an exact copy, just like a different mold, because these are obviously like bone hands and these aren't. These are like a lot more translucent. So yeah, that's my Human Torch right there. Yeah, amazing figure as well. So after the hands, here is the beautiful Johnny Blaze head sculpt. Just amazing, man. Like how much detail it went into this. The fire on the back of the head, the blonde hair. This is the comic book Johnny Blaze that I remember. He is blonde, and it's just amazing detail here, man. Just amazing fucking detail. Let me turn my flashlight on. So as you can see a lot more detail on it. Like, I love what they did with this figure, man. I'm gonna change his head sculpt right now to show you guys how he looks like with the Johnny Blaze head sculpt. As you can see, this is him. And let me put his jaw. He does have jaw articulation as well, which is something I liked a lot about this figure. So popping his head out, pretty simple to take out, and keep his head there. Now onto the Johnny Blaze. Okay, a little bit harder to put it on, to be honest, but yeah, this is Johnny Blaze right here as translucing into Ghost Rider. Just amazing detail. Just amazing, man. I love the work that went to this head sculpt. Just the hair kind of like catching on fire, him like kind of like in pain because he's like translucing to Ghost Rider. It must hurt, all that fire and stuff, and just the angry face he has. It's just amazing, man. This is a perfect Ghost Rider figure, and it's been a long time coming. We haven't had a Ghost Rider figure in a while, and Marvel Legends doesn't seem to put a lot of attention on Ghost Rider. But yeah, and by the way, the leather jacket is just amazing. You know, this little detail right here, just classic Ghost Rider written all over. And the pants as well. Some people were not liking the pants because they weren't like black, but I don't really care. I liked it. This gray, dark gray. It's pretty cool. The boots are actually one of my favorite things I liked about this figure, because the boots are fucking badass. They're like these leather boots and everything. It's really like motorcycle boots, and I love the like greasers motorcycle style, and like I dig that shit. So yeah, Ghost Rider is definitely like one of my new favorite Marvel Legends now, 100%, and I can't wait to put him on my shelf. And yeah, this is him with the Johnny Blaze head sculpt. Amazing, just amazing. All right, now I'm gonna change the head back, and then we're gonna go into articulation. Then after, size comparison. Okay, so right onto the articulation. Starting off with the head sculpt, we get a little bit of a more additional articulation to this figure. So his head does go up and down. And by the way, it's not like a ball joint. I mean, it is a ball that, like, you know, you put the head there, but it's not like the ones that, like, for example, the Human Torch, he has like a moving ball peg. Ghost Rider does not have that, and yeah, so that's like a difference that you guys should know about. Oh my god, let me put this back. No, I'll put it back later. But yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to tell you guys. His head does go up and down, does go side to side, does go 360 degrees, does go up and down, I already said that, does tilt, it does tilt a lot, and his head, he does have jaw articulation, which is something very cool I liked. So you can't make him like this, like ha 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 ha, you know, like raw, like from Spirit of the Vengeance, when he was like screaming and everything in the second movie, which is very cool. And maybe you guys can make like some stop motion of him like talking like that. It was very awesome, man. I love this figure. And now onto the arm. His arm does go in and out, does go 360 degrees, does bend 2 points in the elbow, and his hand does go up and down with the joint. The same thing for the bone hands. It does do the same thing, as you guys can see. It does have you can move up and down with these hands as well. And his hand does go 360 degrees, does go up and down. And yeah. Now onto the torso. So he does have ab crunch from this much forward and this much back, as you guys can see. His hip does go left and right, and does go 360 degrees. He does kick forward. He does kick back. He does have I don't know how I call this, but it's a leg. I think it's leg articulation. I don't know. His leg does go side to side. It does bend 2 points in the knee, and he does have. Does he have boot cut? No, he does not have boot cut rotation. His foot does go up, this much up, and this much down. Damn, it goes actually. You can do like a Michael Jackson. It does go. It can make him like do the moonwalk. So yeah, it does go that much down. And he does have ankle pivot. So yeah, that's for the articulation of the figure. Now on to size comparison time. So here we got the Marvel Legends Retro Ghost Rider 50-year anniversary next to the Retro Animated Series Fantastic Four The Thing. Next to the 90s series Retro Fantastic Four Human Torch. So the size comparison, let's go on with the Ghost Rider. So Ghost Rider stands at about, with the flame, pretty damn close to 7 inches. Actually, he touches on the 7-inch mark pretty easily. So and onto Human Torch, he stands at about 6 inches and a half, and onto the Thing, he stands at about 7.5 inches tall. I think close to 8 inches, maybe 7 8/4 when he's like completely standing up. But yeah, so yeah, now on to posing the figure, and I'll give you my final thoughts if this figure is worth it. Alright, now would I recommend this figure? Yes, 100%. If you're a Ghost Rider fan and you love the movies, love the Nicolas Cage movies, you just love like the character in general, I would recommend 100% you buy this figure. I mean, you get the Johnny Blaze head sculpt, which is an amazing addition. By the way, I tried to use my Blade, my Toy Biz Blade 2 bike, but it's actually very small on him. So yeah, if you guys like want like motorcycle, I suggest you buy it from like another one, which is, I mean, it's just a figure. I mean, like, you just bought the figure. It doesn't come with the motorcycle. There is a version of this one that came back around in 2019 or 2020 that has this exact body mold, just that they keep reusing the same body mold, man. These guys are not getting very creative with their Ghost Rider anymore, but it's still an amazing body for the Ghost Rider after 7-8 years. Still amazing to this day. So if you guys want to get the Ghost Rider bike, I suggest you buy the 2021, and if you guys prefer this style, I suggest you buy this one and the other one, and you'll get 2 Ghost Riders. But if you guys don't have the money, I just suggest you just buy the figure. Really, it is kind of like a loose edition, you know, like Ghost Rider without his motorcycle, which pretty sucks, honestly. So honestly, if you guys would want the bike, I suggest you get the 2019 version. Which is like a little bit different. The skull's a little bit darker, more of a bone color, and these lines right here are actually blue. So yeah, but would I recommend this figure? 100%. If you guys just want the figure, you love like Ghost Rider in general, yes, I recommend it 100%. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.